remember what I was going to do. I remember. I was like, why am I over here? I was going to click the button. And then when I click the button,
I push the buttons. Yeah, welcome to us rushing in and pushing buttons and stuff.
Yeah.
How was your day?
It was good. Listen, I just the way I don't want to work anymore. Like, I am genuinely.
You're not alone.
I don't want to do this anymore. I do not want to go.
You're not alone.
I don't. I just had a mini argument because one of the new guys was like, "Oh, I think I have this person's PC because they sat here," and I was like, "Well, the person whose PC that was Nina, and Nina didn't sit there." Oh, well, I have her PC, so she had to have sat here. I'm like, I worked with Nina until she died. She sat right next to me, and I hit the wall like right here. I was like, why are you going to try to tell me something that you weren't here for? I just told you.
How did he even get how do those things really connect in his brain? Because how would you even know that, sir?
Because he would assume that the PC
just because you have
has
a
been sitting there. Like the PC, we move stuff. We move stuff, sweetie. We move stuff. And as a matter of fact, she was a supervisor. So it would have been in her office. I'm like,
not just sitting out on the desk. That's dumb.
I'm like, I can't. I'm like, why are you trying to go back and forth with me about this? I already told you. You could have been like, oh, okay. But no, you want to get on my fucking nerves today. Shit. But yeah, other than that, I'm just like ready to quit.
These are the people that we have to deal with. Hey, Corinne, what's going on?
God, why doesn't it help?
Selection, what's going on? I always have to do it like 3 times.
Like what? I don't know what's on here, man.
Pope Francis. R.I.P.
Listen, either way, it's about to be a whole mess because they have to choose between a black person and a Filipino. Child.
The shiz that's about to be going on.
Do you want to hear something even funnier?
Oh, no. I think I know what you're going to say, but go
ahead. What do you think it is?
I was thinking of the most stupidest random person to be taken into consideration to replace him. Okay, go ahead.
Well, first of all, let me just see who you're supposed to, because I want to get the name right.
Hey, Helena. Kara Sadai, what's going on? What's going on? I see you, bruv. What's good?
That's okay. So, the Dalai Lama canceled his meeting with JD Vance after the Pope died.
I did hear that.
He said, not me.
Wait, huh? He went over and saw him. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to reschedule that.
Not me.
You know what? He from everything that I've seen him do and how he was a stand-up dude. Still think he was a little too light on them pedophiles, but he did what he could do.
He was like, not me.
Right. And that's what a lot of people are saying. We're not talking about the JD that's in the chat. That's the JD that we don't like. That's who John's talking about.
Trash,
hot garbage.
Yeah. So I was laughing.
Since we are starting late, well, a little later than we usually do, and we are under time constraints, so we're gonna try to hit the speed round, at least for episode 7. I had a mishap.
7 was just all in one location too, so we don't have to bounce around much.
Nearly all in. It was like two different locations. That's it, and mostly in the 2 rivers. But yet the second half of my document and notes has a whole bunch of symbols on it right now. So half of that we're gonna just wing our memory from that episode and see where that goes. But for episodes 7. We start out at 2 rivers. The Tinkers are coming up. Everyone's thinking it might be the Trollocs because they don't know these people. Understandable. You know, they hit the alarm. Parent comes and looks through. Is like, whoa. Stand down. Those is the homies.
And that one dude that one time, he's here. That one dude that one time? Yeah.
The one that had to run with me and Egwene had to go run. He was running with us.
Was that season 2 or is that season 2 we met him, right?
I want to say that was season 2.
No memory. I was like, I know his face. We know him.
Mm-hmm. I do, and I do like that they brought back. There's a few in between these 2 episodes, actors that we haven't seen in a while. Well, not actors, but the characters.
They said season 1
made some appearances. It was season 1. Okay, thank you, ladies. Appreciate that.
Because I'm like, I know him because I remember those eyeballs and that hair, but I can't remember when we met him. But hey, y'all, how you back again? So I was like, hey,
He's
look
back.
at you come up in here.
I mean, back with the sad air, because you know everybody is running from the Trollocs now, and him and Meemaw rock up, and parents, you know, giving hugs and hi hellos. She crying, got a little smudge on her face, so you know they've been running. Don't nobody run faster than
And
the
they was
Tigger,
like,
so they've been putting in some work.
I think it was his sister.
Where's Pawpaw? No, his granddad.
Okay,
yes, for his granddad.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, yeah. He said, oh, how Trollocs? It's the Trollocs did it all. They literally are out here running rampant, and I don't appreciate it.
That's because the white cloaks suck.
Bruh. Yeah, I have some words about these damn white cloaks. What's going on, sis? Good
they got one job to do.
Literally one. But you stop up here getting drunk and in your feels, not doing what you're actually supposed to be doing. You think your daddy's ghost is looking down at you from in the sands of the wheel, waiting for his next reincarnation, looking at you like, oh, my son doing such a good job.
It's so stupid.
If he could, he would come back and box you on the back of your head right now.
Like, oh no, we're gonna sit here as white cloaks and wait for parents.
And just let people die.
I'm like,
stupid.
What is your purposity? Stupid. What is your purposity?
Right, pour one. You know what? Yes, pour one out for Pawpaw. We miss him. He was a kind gentleman.
I don't like. I just the white cloaks in general. Like, I don't understand what your purpose is.
They bother me. Like, what's the point of y'all? What is even the point? But everyone, basically, we going through like the full training montage. We stop off a little bit. Maxim is doing his thing, trying to get the archers and the spear folk, lined up in charge. And that old surly dude that's always half drunk and talking shit is still, of course, there, half drunk, holding his spear and talking shit.
He's like, I don't want to do this.
Fine, fair enough. He's like, this boy, look, just give me a bow, okay, and I'll hold all your damn passes. And Maxim's looking at him like, oh, word? All right. Go ahead, show me.
Okay. He's like, okay. And my favorite part is when he looked at Alana and was like, girl, we finna die. He was like, bitch, we finna die. And she was like,
this is why I love their relationship, because they were cool for a second. She came, okay, y'all, we getting it together. You know, she said, hey, I found another channeler. Okay, so we at least one more stronger. And he's like, you know what, you're right, boo. That's great. You know how good that's gonna help us. We still gonna die though.
Another person to die.
I know you're proud of yourself, but we help them, but we help them die a little better, I guess.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Maxim was a whole ass vibe this episode. I'm not gonna lie.
At this point, we are where we are, and we're doing
we are.
That's what
you're not wrong. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, we everybody pretty much held down what they were supposed to hold down. Not the white cloaks are incels.
I kind of agree.
I mean,
they're just
no lies were spoken. No lies were spoken.
Every time I see a white cloak, I'm just like,
the police of the Wheel of Time. They suck at their job. So you know what? Yeah, they are the police of the Wheel of Time.
But then
out here looking at the wrong shit.
Gets the amazing idea to go ask them for help.
I mean, he's not wrong in asking.
He's not wrong, but they are wrong.
However, damn it, I forgot to change my
trash.
Thing. Continue.
Oh yeah,
I know you got something to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, look, that's Daredevil.
Yeah, shut up. Anybody ask you?
I was like, you forgot to change what? That Daredevil.
Okay, those are my wheels.
Yeah, but isn't the background still Daredevil?
Is it? Oh, I had a long day. Okay, don't judge me.
But he goes over there and he asked him, he's like, hey, listen, you have all these people and we need help defending from the Trollocs because, they're going to attack us. So like, can we just get your help? He's like, I know you don't like me and I know you're mad at me for killing your dad. Kind of sorry about that. I mean, he ran into my knife 10 times. Like, I'm sorry.
In your grief. I was in grief. My bad.
However, my bad. But you're supposed to help the people. You can be mad at me, but these people didn't do anything. And he was like, well, I don't know.
Why would I do that? Because it's the right thing to do, you dick. Your dad would be telling you the same shit.
So my dad is dead because of you.
Well, you know what? You see them little girls right there? You see them little girls? Their mom is dead now because of you.
I'm like,
innocent. She didn't do shit.
Like, what do you want me to? If all these people die, is your dad coming back? I don't think that's how it works. You have a job to do.
The wheel turns. The wheel turns. He'll be back. Not in this lifetime, but in the next age.
We don't like you, and you look like you stink.
Don't he though?
He looks like
beard just all musty and dusted.
Dirty. And he looks dirty.
You see them white cloaks ain't so white no more.
Some of them are. Tells you something. Exactly. I'll see you next lifetime. Like I just can't. I can't do this. I can't do this. So he was hoping that his plan was convincing enough to get them to help him. But he was just like, well, they help us or not. And let's go back and continue to prepare it. I love Battle Tinkerbell. She's so cute.
But battered Tinkerbell, yeah, she is. And fail comes in clutch a few different times. And all throughout this whole episode, it's not just for the fighting. She literally has to wrangle Perrin's big burly ass. Hey, stop being a little bitch and come on. We don't hear he was yelling at the boys at the beginning of the episode. No, we got this, okay? You know, Lord Wolf, don't call me that. Well, okay, Lord Golden Eyes. Look, it's gonna be one or the other, okay? Pick one.
Pick it.
This is your job now, whether you want it or not.
Pick it. Pick it.
Seriously.
Decide. And I like the fact that every time she pops up, she is like, I want you to know that I believe in you, but I also believe you need to stop being a bitch.
Thanks.
I'm gonna eat a sandwich.
I'm gonna go back over here and help the kids with the swords again.
Every single time. I just don't want you to get hurt. I understand that you care for me. I get that. Woo, but my job is out here to kill people. I need you to stop being a bitch.
Let me remind you, if in case y'all forgot, Low Battle Tinkerbell. Okay, her whole family, literally, was in the army. Her parents were high officials. Okay, both her and her brothers, well trained. She doesn't just know how to throw them knives just because she was in the back alleys tussling. No, she's a very skilled, trained soldier. What's going on, Reggie? Thanks for coming through. Good to see you.
She's fine. She's fine.
She will. Although there is a moment that's coming up later that I absolutely loved between the two of them. But we'll get to that in a little bit. And also shout out to Lady D. Lady D should be coming in a little later.
Before the battle started is when Patty McFain showed up at the White Cloak camp, right?
Yeah, that was one of the last episodes. Yeah.
Trash.
Garbage. And they didn't even question. Trash. They didn't even question where he came from. They just like, oh, there's a whole bunch of blood on your uniform there. Like, yeah, we just came through, fight with some Trollocs.
Trash.
Horrible.
And I'm like, what kind of white cloaks don't know your people?
How don't you know your people?
You don't know your people?
Have been out here in this same area for how long?
You don't know your people.
Come the fuck on. There's not gonna no random white clothes just gonna rock up like, oh, hey, glad we caught y'all. Where the fuck would y'all have been coming from? All of you people was at farm when you left. They all left with you.
Even if you didn't know some of the lesser rank ones, the one that was leading, you should have known because he was leading. Like, who are you? Why are you leading a group?
Do you have some orders? Do you have some orders on a scroll with you? Who sent you? Nobody thought to ask a question?
None of the questions.
With your extra proper ass. You ain't think to ask no questions?
Exactly, honey D. They were all looking weird. Not
weird. One of them looked like they should have been in any of them cloaks.
And even if they were fighting, the white cloaks never walked around with bloodstained clothes on.
Exactly.
Once the fighting was done, they put on fresh whites.
Immediately.
But okay, that's just my business. My business. My fault. My fault.
And when they travel, if y'all notice, when they make camp, they still also have their little helpers and stuff there. Though they really just came up out the woods. No supplies with nobody's horses. Nothing.
I forgot all about that. Trolloc blood is black.
Forgot about that too. You're right. Yep.
Dumb.
Stupid. Just because all he was doing there was sitting and getting drunk. That's it.
They are dumb.
But we are here. Phil's doing things. He does try to get Phil to leave, and I get it. I understand. He tries to get her to leave in a little bit, and yeah, that's basically it. It's like you don't tell me what to do. No, nope, absolutely not. Let's see. We have a moment with Alana and Maxim, and again, I adore them. I'm glad that they have gotten back to the oneness that they shared,
a little bit.
And he came in playing like, well, okay, so we got this little bit of stew over here, and I found a fig. No, what did he say? One of the people he was teaching gave him a fig, and she was like, oh, hey, well, where's that? And he handed the bowl, and it was the mush.
Well, he told her that they turned the figs into some kind of like dessert or something, and she was like, oh my gosh, and he handed her the bowl of shit, and he was. But he actually had figs for her.
Look here, bitch. The fuck?
It was cute.
So
and I'm glad.
I wasn't lying, boo. It's right here. But like, can't you feel the connection though? You see how much I'm enjoying this?
They needed
and
that.
then you see the look on her face. I'm like, you nasty motherfuckers.
They did it, and they needed that. You needed to have some relations because you never knew what was going to happen.
Absolutely. We
like
look,
Loyal,
tonight.
My nigga Loyal.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Speaking of relations, because we might be about to die.
Is that how that works? So he won, or did he lose?
No, he technically lost, but he knew what he was doing.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, how does the game work? So if they kiss you, they win.
If you're doing a good job, then you won't have as many bruises, and you'll actually get to the kissing and everything else that comes after that. However, if you're standing there bleeding, and when they come close to you, you steady moving your face away, that's not the right move. So you're gonna get the jab a little bit more. And after a minute, they stopped. They're like, you know what? We forgot to ask the roof mistress if we could even play in the playground today. So we're gonna stop. And it was like, so I mean, you owed me a toll, but like by stopping the game, that means you saved my life. Child. So your toll is repaid. You can go home now.
I can't. The way he was like, if the thing was the thing that thunged, that thanged it, then the thung thing, that thang was thinging, and it has thanged the thumb, and we're done.
Now you can go home.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. They were like,
and the other girl hit him with the Uno reverse, and she was like, hey, you know what? You're right. Her toll did just get paid, but you saved my honor in doing that too. So now I owe you.
Trash.
So I gotta stay here with you. And she hit him with the same thing as last time. Like, I go where she go, and she going right there, right back next to you. So what you gonna do?
He was proud of himself.
All he could do was like,
he was like,
okay.
Yes. I got it. I saved some lives today for sure. I did not. I did not. I did.
Absolutely not.
I did not. I did
not. I mean, you know what? Look, okay, but hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. In a time like that, we already seen how they get down with the sharing lovers and whatnots. I get the impression that they don't really be getting out of the IEO waste that much. Listen, I mean, if you was running up on vacation, wouldn't you be testing all the goods too?
Everybody. They was on Matt. They was trying to be on everybody.
He's not my cup of tea, but what I can say is that he is a big, burly, deep voice.
Character die. You are correct. D is
man. Okay.
D is D.
That. Just saying. Right. They hit him with the double Uno reverse.
Mm-hmm. And they were like, and we're staying. So where are we going now? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I think I can't remember if Perrin and Loyal had the conversation about what he was supposed to be doing yet.
This was it was just shortly after this. He was telling them, hey, when the trawlers were coming in, he was saying, okay, we got everything set up for the pass. If they back us there, we fall back to here, then we fall back to the gate, then we fall back to the town square, and we go from there. And I'm putting this up there just because I saw Brother Book, and yes, we still stand that name for him.
Absolutely.
And he came and talked to Loyal, and Loyal was the only one there that was saying, you know what, if the way stays open, they can bring as many reinforcements back in here as they want. We have Alana, and that's damn near the equivalent of a couple nuclear bombs when needed. However, she can be overwhelmed. This isn't going to stop if we don't if we don't take away the only other way that they have to get here, because Alana's already taking care of all the main roads. Mm-hmm. Anything else, the only other way they can get there is water, and they're not going to go in deep water.
So they got to close the gate. So he was like, I can go here and close the gate, and you got to close it from the inside.
And the girls go with him.
As they should.
That's their side quest. Yeah, that's because they still all the toe. So that's their side quest. They break off, and that's where they go. And Perrin tells him, and this Perrin tells him, look, you know, when you leave and you shut that shit down, don't come back. Go home. Rest
your
up,
book
because
and tell
he
our
does
story.
still have some wounds that are healing. We might die tonight, but we can be remembered if somebody, remembers to
Just
put
here
that
to
shit on
tell
the
our
page
story.
for us.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
He was trash for that.
Loyal, son of something. I don't remember his
It was
daddy
a
or
lot.
great granddaddy.
It's like a
Names
Handal.
will always sing in our ears.
Hadal. Hadal. One of them.
Okay.
It was a lot. I just remember one. He said like 4 things.
It's like 13th Warrior when Antonio Banderas was trying to tell Homeboy what his name was, but they don't speak the same language, and all he kept hearing him saying was Eben. So we started calling him Eben. He was like, no. Eben means son of Muhammad. It's Eben Salil, Eben something. He was like, yeah, Eben. Hilarity.
Go ahead and be that. Be Evan. Not even Eben. Evan. Be Evan. Be Evan.
Right. So that's where they go. Matt Perrin does have a moment with the twins as they're saying, so I forgot what it was that they said when they walked up to him, but Perrin answered them. It was good natured what he said, and there was like, well, Carthons aren't really that great when it comes to like the fisticuffs and fighting and all that. And he was like, well, hold on, let me show you something. Let me learn you. Mm-hmm. And he pulls out the picture that had made specifically to show to his sister. So we're delivering that. And he's saying, that's your brother. You see what that is? And then they know what that is because everybody knows what that horn is. And his parents like, he blew the horn. He's kind of a hero now.
Sheep tutor.
And what do they do? They do exactly what I would expect siblings to do. Like, absolutely. It looks like a sheep's bladder. When he blew it, it sounded like that too, huh?
He's like a sheep tutor. That's my favorite one because I was like, that was excellent.
They passed the vibe. Mm-hmm. They passed the vibe.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I needed a little laugh before shit got real because
indeed, because some heavy shit was about to go down. And yes, we remember what happened at Beltide the last time, but that was years ago now. So they have to try to keep their spirits up before they go into this battle because they could die. Mm-hmm. Dante S, hello. So 7 was the least favorite.
I liked it.
To a storyline was not appealing.
Easy to please.
There's a lot of folks that feel the same way you do, Dante.
Mm-hmm. Like just having fantasy on TV, it just makes me happy. That's indeed. I care about.
Indeed.
Because I like it all. There hasn't been anything I've been like, I don't like this.
Yeah, I'm still rocking.
That made me think of something. Hold on, that made me think of something.
What? Look, Dante came in saying the right thing. You just made a new friend right there. JD got your back on that.
Okay, that's later this year. I was wondering because I knew Sandman season 2 was supposed to happen, but I was like, I remember seeing something about it, but I was like,
I've been waiting to hear when season 2 was coming in. We'll probably definitely cover season 2
at the end of this year.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, so that's why I just stopped and was like, wait, when is it coming out? I thought it was May. Nope, not May. But I think Battle Tinkerbell and the two before they left, the 2 Aiels, they went up and they look at the gate and they saw all the people coming through, right? Mm-hmm. And they were like, they're on the way right now. Like they're coming.
Yep.
Coben is coming right now.
Yeah. The last thing that Perrin does before rolling out is he goes to Grandmama Tinker and says, hey, if shit like legit goes left and like all of us start dying, can you please take the babies with you when y'all run, if you please, and thanks, because there is a way that's kind of like that way into the caves in Helm's mm-hmm. Deep that they have, like the very last resort to get out of Dodge would be mm-hmm. go downstairs under the bar and head through that cave system and out to the forest.
And what's his name?
Of course,
Aram?
She says absolutely.
Aram? Is his name Aram or Aram?
I don't remember.
It's Aram, but I don't know. I can't remember how to say it.
Grandson Tinker is what's in my notes. I don't remember his name.
He was looking so mad. I was like, I know you want to punch somebody. I know you want to pick up a stick. He was looking like, why I gotta be in here.
Very hard. The very first time once they got there, okay. I honestly thought he was gonna say, "Nah, Granny, I can't do it this time. I gotta plant my feet here. I gotta stay and fight." But that didn't happen. I mean, it eventually we'll get to the reach around on that. But yeah, I thought he was going to choose to stay, but he didn't.
Bruh.
Which is understandable because his grandma is the leader, so he's not gonna let grandma down. Not on
Listen,
purpose,
they be
anyway.
jumping in. That's the joy of my life. You ain't finna just hit me. We're not doing that.
Look, see, this right here. This is why, even though sometimes there's a few folks in Two Rivers that I want to box in the face, but the majority of them, especially the ladies, yeah, they always step up, and I love that. Just like the IELs, I fucks with the IEL.
Yeah, it was a gaggle of them coming in, but I mean, at least they could just take the kids. That is.
Oh, it did happen that way in the books. That's cool. That's cool. I like seeing that play out. I mean, and kudos to the actor. I like seeing that play out on his face because he gave the look like I might not actually be keeping it that, but he did. I like the way it happened. It's interesting
because I was like, I remember his face, but I remember not liking him in whatever I remember him in. So now I got to look it up.
I don't remember seeing him in anything.
Like I can't. I remember being his face. I was like, I hate him. But let me check.
Okay. So while she's checking, once the alarm is sounding, we got the arrangement for the kids. Loyal goes out and with the girls to get the gate down. Once they close the main gate to Two Rivers and they're out in the pass, their last moment of peace is Perrin singing the sing for Manetheren. And we get one verse in, and that is all that they have time for, and then the shit gets rocking. Maxim, there's a bunch of
yes. There's gonna be no Lady D.
Oh,
check your texts.
Did you get a text?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it! Boo. That's okay. If all goes well, she'll be on with us with Heidi tomorrow, and we can hear her thoughts then. Oh no. Okay, didn't expect to see that. That saddens me. All right, well, maybe she won't be here tomorrow, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, that's what he was in Twister, the new one. That's why I remember Twister.
And
he was Isaiah in Peaky Blinders. I knew I knew that face.
Still haven't seen Peaky Blinders.
Okay, I feel better. I liked him. I just
why would they not put that song on the soundtrack? That's kind of dumb. Like everyone knows that song. It's literally like the song of the Two Rivers. Okay, my earbuds just.
Oh, what? Reverse. Oh, okay. Dang.
Yep. Tiny humans need taken care of. Understandable.
You should go and finish the rest of Peaky Blinders. It's excellent television. Excellent. Every single season is good. And like make you want to punch a wall.
That's and makes you want to punch a wall.
It's good.
All right. That's how you know it's great.
It's
when it makes you feel. All right, so there's a bunch of code names that are in for the rest of this episode. Maxim comes up and he kind of just gave like his best Aragorn at the beginning of the start of Helm's Deep when he's going to go not draw loose back to back, and they give a decent volley.
Listen, the way those arrows were throwing them back, I was like, damn.
And it hit them where it needed to, yeah. Damn. Even Maxim was surprised, like, oh.
Well,
I guess okay. He wasn't playing when he said he could do this all day. All right.
Keep your bow, Mr. Drunk Man. All right. Keep that. But I knew that there was no way.
They had a rocket.
I knew that there was no way in hell that they were going to hold that. There was no way in hell
not right there. They were going to have to hold you.
However,
it took
Alana,
my bitch.
Listen, she shut it down. She shut it down.
The way I love this woman don't even make sense.
That was nasty.
It don't make sense. Just
ice shards from the sky.
I'm like, to fall back, and Perrin was like, "Look at Maxim, yo, hit the things. You know, she hit the link
exactly.
Up over to the mountain ridge where she is, and she did a link with me.
Pick up the phone." Like
moisture gathers together and sharpens, and everybody gets a stab.
Everybody gets a stab,
and you get a stab.
And then they pushed him back for a little bit, just a little bit. But I don't think they pushed him back. I think it kind of made a tactical retreat.
They got back to it was a tactical retreat back to the second checkpoint.
No. I mean, the Trollocs had the tactical retreat.
Yeah. And that is actually a quick scene change that we get. That tactical retreat, we jump back to Loyal and the girls, and they're sitting waiting to rock, and a scout comes back up and says, "Hey, we need more people on the front line." They looking like, already? We got the orders. Let's go. And that makes things great, because that's less people for them to kill. And my boy Loyal, like it, and, you know, we when we met Loyal, he was at the library wearing his nice little soft cloak, just sitting there laughing at Rand, like, and you man that doesn't know he's an you man. You humans are so excitable. And now my boy comes out here giving his best fucking Robert Baratheon with the hammer and the armor. So let's go. And he's in front of the two women that have been fighting all their lives.
As he should be, because he's bigger.
He is in front. Like, come on, let's go.
Bigger. Yes, with that long reach.
No time for your shenanigans anymore.
They were flying. This one guy hit in the chest. It was like, wee! I was like, oh, look at that fly. Feet's in there.
He's not going to be in season 4.
His feet up in the air.
That guy is not coming back at all.
But the people who were guarding the gate quickly got handled.
Quickly.
And Loyal was like, okay, listen. He was like, okay, listen. The only way to close the gate is from the inside. And they were looking at each other. They were like, what do you mean?
What the fuck you mean?
What do you mean from the inside? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean?
Like, you didn't think to tell us this before?
And they were like, how are you going to get out? And I was like,
well,
they better not.
We'll talk about that later. Can you watch my back though?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe I believe it's margarine. I don't believe it's butter.
But see that's the beauty of the Aiel. Like they say, you know, life is a dream we all have to wake from. It's time to work. It's not time to ask questions. They said, of course we got your fucking back. And they sat there on guard, and he goes in to start doing the do. See, and I hope to learn about that once I actually dive full on into the series. But from there we jump back to the road, and they were Alana and the girls and the other Chandler were coming down, and I don't know why they were. See, and this is I'm putting this down to the writers because it's stupid. For everything that we know about Alana would not have been moving this slowly in an active battle. She would not leave her back uncovered like that, especially with those two babies with her. And they come up, they're talking, everybody's happy, like, yeah, they held the pass.
We pushed him back, we get a break.
You are still having to fight. It's not time to drop in your guard at all. And again, I do not like that the writers did this fucking scene this way.
Pincushion.
Dumb as shit. Yeah, she ends, because of that, she ends up getting caught up. She catches like 3 or 4 arrows back to back. So they have to try to cut those dudes down and then hurry up and make a quick camp or something to get her out. They get them out though. Everybody falls back to the city. They close the main gate.
But at then again, point, you know, like, so many people are injured.
It's so many, and Alana can't help heal nobody. And I mean, first of all, Alana is down. That is like the main weapon. You're not going to be able to do a whole lot without her.
Nope.
Hey, Jackie.
Worst part. Hey, Jackie.
And the girls are trying to heal her, and they're a little riled up. You know, they're even after seeing what happened at Beltide, they are not. What? Who?
The Fick?
Ugh.
That name sounds familiar.
I will shoot you a link on X, Jackie, and we can chat about it after. Yeah, we won't sidetrack on the nonsense of that name.
That is true, Honey D. She didn't have her water cover. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very true. Very true. She didn't have her water, but she's still a better fighter than this. And I'm not even talking about weaving spells and throwing things, projectiles and whatnots. We've seen her. She can actually go fisticuffs. She can fight better than they wrote her in that scene.
Well, it doesn't even matter. You can't fight the arrows. Like, bitch, she but arrows.
She would have been better on guard, though, is what I'm saying. She could have wove something in, whoosh, air come through, sidetrack the arrows. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, the girls do try to heal her,
but they don't know how to focus it.
Yeah, they're. I think they were just a little too riled up. I mean, because that happened like very close to them, and they're afraid. You know, their nerves are frazzled.
Well, you got to think about it, and they also still don't know how to do it. They know how
and to. They've had lessons for maybe 2 days.
What is it? They know how to pass the the weave to somebody else to use, but they don't know how to focus it to use it themselves.
And it's for them. What I took out of it for them is it's very reactionary.
Pretty much,
and that will change. That will change. But yeah, at this point in time, right now, yeah, the adrenaline was going, and they couldn't focus. And credit again to Alana, because she doesn't even try to make them sweat on that at all. Hey, y'all did so fucking much today. I am so proud of you. Yep. Go sit down somewhere and get some rest.
Yep,
and she doesn't. Yeah,
because in that the other, what's her name? What are they called? Who? What the fuck is that title called? Wisdom. The other Wisdom.
The other Wisdom's dead already. Yeah. Yeah,
she got killed when they were coming down. She also got killed when Alana got hit. So I'm like, she can't even help. So I'm just like, girl.
Yeah. So there's no one else there. There's no one else that can help. So the most that they can do is stabilize her a little bit and just hope
watch her
that they don't have to hope that they don't have to run, because there's no running for how many times she got hit with an arrow just now.
There's so many people who are already down. They are at this point in the center, like in the center of the city.
They have fallen as far back as they can.
How to stop. And then did the White Cloak show up before all hell broke loose? Or was it during the all hell broke loose and White Cloak showed up and then it got further crazy?
I think it was just here. Back to the rose. Lana gets hit. No healing. Okay. We actually cut back to our boy Loyal and the ladies at the gate, and he's been trying to hit the pillars. The pillars are super duper extra
sturdy. I don't know why you thought that would work.
Oh shit. You know what? Because I'm frazzled. Don't blame me. That is the only time you'll ever hear it.
I just ignored it.
Ignored.
I was like, why should you know what? Never mind.
Yep. Because I'm about to cut it off and I don't care. That's why. But yeah, we go back to our dear friend, and he was in there doing the thing, and it wasn't working. He can visibly see the Trolloc army coming now. He can't just hear it. Before he could just hear it, but now he can see them. And he harnesses his chi, starts doing the humming and the singing and the reverberations around it. For a minute, I thought it was about to be like Homeboy calling the rocks in Legend when they were sitting there on the stinky bridge and needed to get across.
I just kept yelling, hit the ground. I thought that if he went out far enough, he would hit it and like the bridge would break and crumble, but both sides would stay up.
We thought the same thing, but what ended up happening is he instead of the rocks doing cool rock things, he just pulled a Thor and he broke the bridge.
I just felt like if he went further up, the whole
maybe we don't know that. We don't know that though.
I was like,
I think if he could have done that, he would have. But the point was that no matter where he would have hit it, though, honestly, it would not have made a big enough impact. They could have found some way to mend something, to draw a bridge, and there were plenty of them and only one of him. The only thing he could do was take it down. Yeah,
I was like, I can't believe this, and I was like, you lying. Get up. I was like, go through the doors. Go through the doors. It's falling. That's not how the magic works. That is not how the magic works. I wish it would have, because I'd have been like, go through the doors.
So past our dear friend, may his name sing in our ears always.
It will, apparently, because some people was like, oh, I heard horns. I didn't hear nothing because I was too busy like, bitch, you lying. I didn't hear nothing.
I was half in tears and I didn't hear nothing but my own sorrows coming to light. But if they want to pull some slick shit like that, I mean, look, like I said, I didn't think Samael died when they showed him dying in one of them episodes, and then lo and behold, hey, not this episode, but next episode, I was right, he came back. So maybe some cool slick stuff would happen. I feel like that would kind of cheapen the sacrifice he made, but we'll see what they do. The wheel weaves as the wheel wills.
I was very smart as well. Yeah. And I also with the Tinkers, I don't expect them to do anything but run. But that's all. Like I'm not.
We don't know that.
Don't patch.
That's the only thing I expect from them.
I don't need no Band-Aid from you. I don't need nothing. I just need you to run. I just need you to put on your Nikes, your Adidas.
We're all about to die. Here, take this baby, please. Run with the baby and if we live, I'll send a raven and you can come back.
Make sure it's laced up. You put your air in it, pump up your shoes.
All of the air on the shoes and run like Russ.
Look, I feel like at this point with the books, I don't even know where y'all be in the books.
Yeah.
Because I don't
know.
The next episode you talk about Nynaeve, they said that doesn't happen until like 7 books. So I'm like,
yeah, there's a lot of timey-wimey that I know has been switched. Indeed.
Yeah, they're
indeed.
pulling.
And yes, thank you. If y'all would please, and thanks. Appreciate y'all. Yeah.
But eventually the White Cloaks show up, right? Fuck those guys.
Yes, the White Cloaks do go while they're trying to regroup here. The Tinkerers are out. The Aiel ladies, they're getting ready to make their way back, and then they hear horns, and that's when the White Cloaks rock up, and of course it's a stupid young buck that's in front, and he comes in, and
we're here to help
to him and whatnot. Everybody's cheering and all that shit, and then fucking Child Valda's ass walks in, and Perrin just don't even say shit. He just looks at him like, ugh. And Fail catches the tea immediately, and I was like, okay, keep an eye on you.
Happens to notice
and then Perrin sees
walking in, and he's like,
Fade's ass. He's like, hey, Perrin Fade with you? Yeah, he's a fucking dark friend, you bitch. I didn't know
like,
what your friend should have. You should have. How did you not know? This is literally y'all's job. How the fuck you didn't know?
Too late. Shenanigans.
Child Valda always just worried about torturing and peeling people and burning people. And you motherfuckers are missing the whole shit that you're actually hired to do.
Don't they have... Okay, I'm confused with the White Cloaks. So the White Cloaks are just their own whole thing. They're not like the Aes Sedai where they have different parts. It's just the White Cloaks. Right?
They can't stand Aes Sedai because they don't have that power.
They don't have different parts because the Aes Sedai, they have the people who sneak. They have the people who write stuff down. They got the people who heal. Mm-hmm. White Cloaks don't got none of that. They just got White Cloaks. So y'all didn't have nobody investigating the situation? Like,
nah. From what I gathered, that it's just them being soldiers. Out doing the lights bidding, but apparently nobody was listening to what the lights bidding was on these past couple nights here. So
they did come to help.
They did come to help, but they came with enemies in their midst, and they should have been able to suss out those enemies before they got there. That's why we're pissed.
Trash. Let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. The way that Patton McFane and those White Cloaks and the Trollocs sliced through the other White Cloaks. I'm like, was y'all
quickly?
Did he bring like 75% Patton McFane White Cloaks? Like, what is going on?
I feel like that's what it was. I don't think him and Valda's contingency was that big anymore.
I'm like, where was everybody else? He said that there were 200 men, and that was before Patton McFane got there. So I'm like, what the fuck?
I think he was inflating those numbers. To what end, I don't know. But I did not get the gist that they had that many people camping with them.
Because they got ran through. The moment if it was that Patton McFane got those doors open, it was straight carnage. Yeah,
and Perrin tried to yell, close the gate, but it was too late. Half of them were already through.
That gate was busted open.
Wide open. Oh, let me jump over here. Said there were 2 groups of White Cloaks. Regular White Cloaks and the Questioners. That's right. Their other subsection is the Questioners, but Valda, Valda wasn't doing shit. He again also just not doing his actual job.
I can't roll my eyes anymore. They start to
they
hurt,
think that's an error, which is fucking ridiculous. Like, bruh,
Sir,
why?
You're murderers. Just want to let you know that.
You literally torture these women for what? Because you can't harness the power they have. Miss me with that fuck shit.
Not even just women. Like, you torture anybody who's in your way.
Anyone.
That's why you're scared of
And
wolves.
also, hey, shout out to everybody that we got watching. I know a lot of times we have lurkers and not everybody is in the chat and interacting, but we see you out there too. It's
and it makes me sad.
I appreciate y'all.
This is going to be a short episode today.
So it makes me sad. Sadly.
Honestly,
but we need to speed run the rest of this episode.
Well, here's
so
the thing.
We can get through.
We might not need to, and let me explain why. I've got like 30 minutes left. We could spend the rest of the 30 minutes talking about what the hell is going to happen. and then we can do another stream for episode 8 because we're not going to be able to fit episode 8 in 30 minutes.
and third, yeah.
We are not because episode 8 is what
okay. So here's and I do have a lot to say, and I'm mad that half of my notes are gone. So yeah, that will give me time to rewatch and redo those notes since my computer likes to mess with me. So just to say it here right now before we do wrap this episode, we will be on with Heidi, and you can catch that here as well as on Heidi's channel. And
sorry, what gate? Those few
honey, they just said
listen,
they weren't wrong. They weren't wrong. Mm-hmm.
But they were in the ground. Okay.
Indeed. They lasted a lot longer than they had, just like how Moraine said with Matt when he first got that knife, he's stronger than he has any right to be. Okay. Then them people all should have been dead, but they not. See, I understand that, Denise, and hey, I don't think I've seen your name before. Welcome. I understand that, but still. They're supposed to be able to see right from wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Talking about the white cloaks?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Girl.
And hey, Light Blinded Fool, what's good? All right, so we only have a little bit. We only have a little bit left in here.
I hate that man so much.
And then
I said I hate that man so much. Oh God. It's like the other white cloaks I can kind of deal with, but Valda.
Valda, you know what? Let's but we can finish Valda right now. Actually,
Trash.
He rides in once the shit goes down.
He does two things. He stabs and slashes, and then he's like, "Let me go find her."
Mm-hmm. His main priority, instead of actually helping with the battle that he's supposed to be helping with, he's walking around trying to find Alana. Technically.
This is my favorite part. He was
technically, it is those girls. And he walks off, and he does find he's able to slurk around enough to find where Alana is with all of her wounds. And again, Alana will always try to protect the babies, so she's trying to get up. But the absolute second these girls see him, they ante up like, "Oh, you motherfucker, shut up. I saw that. I didn't feel like changing it. Don't judge me." Fuck you, Jackie. I was talking about Who Framed Roger Rabbit last night with Tanya and Nikki, okay? And that was a fun stream. Go check it out on their channel.
Jackie's my favorite right now. She's pointing out everything. She's like,
Jackie, I thought we was friends, girl. What happened? Huh? Do we have a fight that I don't know about? I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, Valda is just trash. But he is a dark person.
Valda comes over there being the bullshit, and they don't even allow him nothing. And immediately they are tapped back into the source, and he's like, "Witch!" They stand up like, "Oh, bitch, you killed our mama. Why don't you go ahead and have a taste of these flames that you like so much?"
Well, it's interesting because he was like, "Move, girls." He didn't even pay these girls no mind because he was like, "Oh, they don't have no power, they don't have abilities." The moment they started flickering, and here's the thing: so when people are using the weaves, nobody can see them, right? Like all that fire and effect, it's just for us, right?
That's a good question. Book readers, how does that play out in the books? Can is it said that like people can visibly see what they're doing or no?
Because he was okay, and all of a sudden he noticed, but I wasn't sure if he saw all of a sudden, the weaves.
He saw what they were. Yeah, that's what I thought. He saw the weaves, and he was like, "Oh shit." Or he vastly miscalculated
something. That's what I was a little confused on because I wasn't sure. Because if that was the case, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean?
I feel like that's also his hubris coming into play because he immediately he had these girls. He had them dead to rights locked up.
Yeah,
but you discredited them
on their mom
and blamed it on the mama. And and not even blamed it on the mama. She took that. She wanted her utmost number one priority was protecting them. Yeah, he caught the double Dracarys on that. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay. So what is it?
It's like three people.
Women channelers can see each other's weaves. Male channelers can only see the male weaves. So somebody like Valda wouldn't be able to see weaves at all then.
So he might have just saw like the sparks of fire that they were producing instead of the weaves that created the spark. Yeah, because they're not very controlled right now. Like right here, what I took it to mean is that was a trauma response. Oh yeah, I know that. I'm just saying
now you got to die.
Because either way, it still has to spark.
That's what I think it was.
So he didn't see the weaves. He just saw the fire from the weaves. So it's like, bitch with this.
I love that you called him a normie. He would be so offended.
Okay, so yeah, that's why he was like,
cool.
Until he saw them sparky flames. He was like, it was you, and they were like, yeah,
yes,
hot.
It was Dracarys, bitch, double
for flame. For flame.
Yep. You know what? Oh, you can't move forward. No, Uno reverse. Go and catch. She said, "Yo, draw 4 more Dracarys right there." Thank you.
Flame,
bitch,
for flame.
And I can't tell you how the way I jumped off my couch with the about fucking time, bruh.
I don't remember. I think I blacked out this part. I know I was talking mass amounts of shit. I know I was.
I've been holding off on watching all of Meeks' reactions until we got through the season.
I know
I know they're gonna be good.
Because I was like, I'm so glad he is dead. But then because the twins did that, I think that gave Alana some hope about them learning how to channel it to also do healing, because they were able to sit there, think, make it happen.
One last point about Alana. This is why I fucks with Alana. That's why the face swap that I'm wearing right now, that is Alana with my face. She starts laughing. She don't even say shit. She just starts laughing.
As she should.
As
she should.
I identify with that so hard.
As we should. I would take the ashes,
bro, screaming on the couch, bro,
and smoke him.
And smoke that motherfucker all over again.
All the time.
But that would be the beginning of 420 in the Two Rivers right there.
I would smoke him every single day.
We would have to we would age his ashes like aging a fine wine. We're gonna put this on the shelf until next year.
Like I can't. Like that's exactly what I was talking about. Him. Helena, yes, we don't need no water. Nope. Once the girls had embraced it,
all of this fire,
they were able to.
Right, and that was their trigger. That was their trigger to bring them fully in. So I don't think they're gonna have any complications learning after this. Not at all.
That's so cool.
Okay, you know what, Jackie?
My partner in crime's not here.
Let's see right here. At this point, yeah, and we are absolutely missing Lady D's commentary, because this would be the point in the segment where we have that 10-minute just one off of Lady D and Meeks giving all what is it? What's the right word for that? The something or others, all the innuendos that we know from movies.
I know what you were trying to say, but I can't
but you can't think of how to say it. And again, this is why we're friends. We speak the same language.
That's gonna bother me.
You have no idea. Look, when I tell you.
Thank you, double entendre. That's what it is.
Thank you. See, you get us. You speak our language. Hey, friend. Hey,
I knew it. I'm sitting here like I can't think of the thing that has.
Yes, that is exactly what we were trying to think of. Okay, so we got 25 minutes. 25 minutes left. So for the rest of that, I think that's more than enough time.
That's more than enough time. That's why I'm like, are we cool at this point? Because we're not trying to squeeze.
Yeah, we good. We good. Indeed. So Valda finally gets his shit rocked as he deserved. I hope the pattern weaves him out completely. He never needs to come back into existence.
No, he didn't come back in as a pile of shit.
He's the random amoeba that got somehow got drank by the cow and ended up getting shit out.
Yeah, like the actor did his job. He did his job because I hated that man.
Oh, he did. Oh, absolutely. I don't remember his name, but kudos to you, sir. Yeah, I was supposed to not like Valda, and you did that. You did that. Well done, and you did it in proper form.
Trash. He is trash.
His life as a dung beetle, that's too nice. The dung beetle has purpose. I don't want him to have purpose.
He needs to be the dung.
Right. He's the dung. That's it.
The dung. Yeah.
So after this asshole dies, again, I put in my notes, Alana's laughing her ass off, cackling just like I did. Yes. Cut back to Pat and Fades, bitch ass. Starts trying to talk shit. And there is a little segment that I do not want to miss, because this was my favorite moment of Battle Tinkerbell coming in where again parent is kind of in distress, and I get it. It's a lot of shit going down right now.
Yeah,
but she comes in and wrangles him up again,
everybody
like,
dying. That's
get
what
your shit together. They're all gonna die because of me. Look here, Jon Snow. Okay, we're not about to be on this bullshit again. All right.
We're fighting.
If they wanted somebody to just lead them in battle, they would be talking to Alana. All right. If they wanted somebody that was gonna do some other random thing, they'd be following that one. They're following you because you're one of them. They believe in you. What would you give for the two rivers? Everything. Fucking show them then, bitch. Can we stop doing this? And in that form, he immediately upgrades and harnesses his own Robert Baratheon and joins Team Hammerhand, grabs the heavy fucking hammer off the wall, has the hammer in one hand and the damn big battle axe in the other, and they about to ante up. Fail comes out around his side. So, get behind me. Bitch, I don't need protecting. Stop trying to tell me what to do. I said, fucking get behind me. I don't got time for this shit, Fail. And Fail just stops like, okay, Daddy, my bad. I didn't mean to argue.
No, he said, get behind me. And she was like, no. And he was like, kill the ones I missed. Okay, then, bitch.
She just stood there, smile like, okay, hey, thanks. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The Zaddy was absolutely in there. That's not what she said, but that's what she should have said. That's what her face was saying to me.
Because she was getting ready to pop off at him, like, you don't need to protect me. And he was like, get the ones
really
I missed.
He shut that shit down quick.
I like that. Get
all of the bass came out of his voice, and she was like, oh, Perrin's going to be getting a really nice ride later on when they clean up and stuff.
It shows that you believe in me, and we're together. Let's go. And I love the women's circle. The women's circle, listen.
Every fucking time they deliver. Every time they
Episode
are the first to jump in. They are the first to jump in and literally the last ones on the field, bro. I fucks with that so hard.
Listen, she was like, I'm going to bounce on that later. Yeah.
She should. Y'all both deserve that. Absolutely. Matter of fact, the IEL girls ain't left yet. I mean, listen, before they go, like, don't you want to do a little something?
They are still putting in the work. And I think Karen,
and in the midst of all this, they got back and they joined the fray also. Yes, yeah. Egwene's mom been throwing hands since episode 1, bruh. And I love it. She gets their ass all the way together.
Every time. And what I like is that he was just trying to make his way to Padden McFadden. And he was like, and he noticed and he was like,
and Padden's bitch ass. See, again, this is what I'm saying. Like when they were in by the blight, when he was in there talking shit, and also when they had Matt trap, when Matt came out, he was like, oh wait, you actually got the shit on? Nope, ran his ass down the hallway, and here again he talks all this trash, and when the second Perrin gets past those Trollocs in front of him, he turns tucks tail and runs. You little booty ass bitch,
running.
Fuck? How dare like, he? You know what? I'm out of breath and I'm tired. I'm not gonna chase you like that. He throws the fucking axe, smashes his ass like in the middle of his back, and he's and he is down there in the mud. And Lord Wolf Eyes, Lord Shiny Eyes, rocks up, and he's about to let vengeance take him. But Fail, and you know, Batter Tinkerbell, she over there already across the battlefield handling shit, but she still sees kill his ass, but he don't.
You're right. You might as well picked up his cloak and tiptoed away. Absolutely. Sorry.
Exactly. Why did you even stay that long?
You could have been left and sacrificed the Charles.
You even stayed that long.
You could have sacrificed.
If he would have left, then yeah, the Trollocs would have just been dealt with, and that would have been it. But what Perrin does is he asks him, you know, why did you hate us? And Patton, I mean, to his credit, Patton doesn't shy away at this point. I mean, really, he can't because he's on his back, but. For the conversation, the context of the question that was asked, he's hate you. I don't give a fuck about you or this town, bruh. I have a job to do. The boss said to wipe you motherfuckers off the map, so I came to wipe y'all off the map. It's simple as that.
Push the button, like I'm a button pusher.
You know, I push the button. Boop. Two rivers go down the hole. I'm not going to explain that. If you know, you know.
Go down the hole. Like, anybody got time to be playing with you? You think this is personal? This is not personal.
It's not. I just don't give a fuck. And I am where power is, and I will have that power at some point. I just need to prove myself for that. That in itself is the only thing he cares about.
Dante, that
how
was so
far
funny.
he can go and what he can obtain.
He was like, I don't know who you are to be talking like who is you? Like, dog, I'm not here for you. I'm here for this.
Wait.
Mayhem.
She was in Knives Out? You know what? I've only seen Knives Out once. That's probably why I didn't recognize her.
I've never seen it.
It was good. I think you will like it. It's very cross, double cross, triple cross, back to the first cross. It keeps you moving.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all of this shit goes down, and Perrin makes the deal. It's like, look, you're not making no deals, okay? I am making the deal here.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, who are you, right? He like, because Perrin is in here for the love. This is his town. These are his people. He ain't for the fuck shit no more. You know, he's been around the road. He's seen some things.
Mm-hmm.
He's harnessed new power, which Perrin, the one gripe I'm gonna say I have with you in this battle is, like Bran, you got all that extra magical power in, and you know, Bran didn't call that one raven to gouge somebody's eyes out, and you didn't call one wolf at all.
I still don't believe that's their size. I know it's what you said, and I know that's what I read, but I don't believe it.
Are we back on this again?
I just can't. Because they're making it seem like it's such a vast difference.
She's so
between
super tiny, right? And
it's 6'2".
It's 6'2", and it's not.
Like, I feel like it's not.
It's maybe like half or maybe 3/4 of a head. Like, if you want to try to measure that to something,
because I'm like 5'8",
in your
5'9", and my friend Logan is 6'4". And is he taller than me? Yeah, but it's not like that. I'm not in the center of his back. Like,
right? Exactly. Because look, you're 5'7". Is that what you said? 5'6", 5'7"?
5'8", 5'9".
5'8", 5'9". Okay, yeah. See, and I'm 5'4". Can you visibly tell that I'm shorter than Meeks if we stand next to each other? Yes. But did it seem like I was literally like at her kneecaps when we hang out? No, not at all. So yeah, it's a cool camera trick the way they do it with the Aiel with 6'2".
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. The one that was
wild.
in Halo. The one that was in Halo. Her name is Riz in Halo. She's the one with the snake theme that was at the.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the wildling queen, the wildling Aiel queen.
Yeah, the one that they were beefing with. Yeah, her. She is very, very big. She's 6'2" as well. Mm-hmm.
Not all of them used kids for those shots. It was a camera trick that they did the way they film stuff like this, especially with Frodo and how Ian McKellen with the.
That's naughty. Is that naughty, Jackie? Are you being naughty? Are you being naughty?
Look, being naughty is nothing new to Lady Jackie. Okay, just saying, y'all don't be on some of the after hours conversations we be having off stream, bruh. Jackie might be a little itty bitty, but she ain't just some, you know, she's not a nun. That's all I'll say. I won't tell all your secrets, Jackie.
Because I feel like I just feel like it's such a giant gap between them, and I need to see the camera trick.
It is, yeah. It's in the way they film it. It's in the distance and how they film it. They did the same thing with Ian McKellen and
so did they just
Elijah
keep
Wood.
them far apart and then like splice it together? Is that what you're saying? Or
yes, okay. It wasn't far apart. Like if you can think of the wagon they were on, Ian McKellen would be like in the back, and then Frodo would be in the front. Okay. And with the angle that they took it at, that
it looked like they're right next to each other.
Show that.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm that nerd that watches all the extra supplemental shit, even the stuff that isn't on the DVDs. I find that, yeah. Say, hey, what I can't make it. Okay, look, you would be right in the middle. It'd be a downward slope. We sitting here watching movies together. So at this point, he's in this convo with Pat and Fade, and Perrin's like, you know what? No, I'm not taking any deal that you might have to make. I'm telling you what the deal is going to be. Call off these fucking Trollocs, bitch. I know it's you controlling them. I know it's you. I know it was you, Fredo. Call off these motherfuckers. Get them the fuck out of my village and do not ever in your fucking life in this wheel or any turns of the next come back here. Okay, I'm saying he channeled his inner Smokey. Don't ever come back here.
Right, come back
okay?
around here. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I don't know what language he was supposed to be speaking, but this shit was hilarious. It was like
it's it's kind of like the black speech that the orcs in Mordor speak. That's what I equated to.
It sounded like he was saying clavica, like there were no like words. It was just sounds. It reminds me of
when Eddie Murphy was
Austin
talking about bread.
It reminds me of Austin Powers, like send in the clowns. That's what it sounded like to me. Because there were no words. There were no words. I was like, what the hell is being said?
No, you know what Austin Powers, though, that conversation he had with his dad, where they were speaking like that other, like the country English language. And yeah, nobody knew what the fuck they were talking about. They literally put subtitles in because they know we would not be able to translate that.
Like he was talking and he told them to stop and leave.
And then the fembots.
Because at this point,
yeah, he was speaking Trolloc. Yeah, that's what I thought. The Trolloc language, I think, is like the orc language in Lord of the Rings. Yeah,
like nothing. It sounded like no words. It sounded like sounds.
Know what? Okay, hold on. Okay. Denise M.
Yeah.
Denise M.
Yeah.
I appreciate you saying that so much because I understand a little bit of Klingon. Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
And you're right. You are correct. It sounds like a very bastardized, disgusting way of saying things in Klingon.
There's like a lot of hard clacks.
Then she shuts on a turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Klingon language. There are words to where, you know, like how we try to make sure our tongue's always in the right place, so we're not like projectile spitting at people. You can't do that in the Klingon language. The way you have to form your tongue to make some of those words, you're going to be spitting. And if you know the Klingons, like I know the Klingons, that's just everyday life for them. It's not a thing.
You are tiny.
A little bit of spit falls out. Oh well.
You are the tiniest. Not
see what's the book knowledge we're hearing. The book knowledge only comes from the chat when we ask for it, because we are not book readers as of yet. Lady D has been diving in. I think she's on book 2, but we don't know all of the full lore of the books.
It'll be a very long time
for the wrap up. It's gonna be a while, because the series is gonna take me like 10 years to get through. There's that many of them. But what Patton does say here before Perrin pulls that blade off his neck is like, you really trust that I'm gonna do what you trying to tell me to do? He said, no, bitch, I've learned my fucking lessons. I trust that you don't want to die, because you know I will absolutely do what the fuck I said I will do.
Do it again.
Try me, bitch.
Say it one more time.
Try me.
Collect the tea correctly.
Say that shit one more time.
That T. Say it again.
And Patton absolutely knows that he is the motherfucking realist right now, and he says the word, calls off the Trollocs, and then immediately the other humans that came with him, the ones that weren't dead, they also read the room and they retreat as well. Which, because you fuck around with Perrin, you would have got that day. No holds barred.
And everybody is celebrating like, we did it, something Spanish, we did it, and
yeah.
Did they find out what happened to Brother Book before or after they talked to the White Cloak?
It was after. It was after.
Because I got
but yeah, one thing that did happen in the midst of this, before
the running into the forest.
Yes, when they were running into the forest, they were actually making headway. Look, like they said, nobody runs faster than the Tinkers, because that's their way of life. And they were booking it. They were almost through. And one of them said, we got to get further into the forest. And yeah, that's right. They had a pretty good start, but they could hear obviously some Charlottes are going to sniff them, try to come sniff them out. And pretty eye grandson, he is running with an infant wrapped up in front of his cloak. And he was okay for a second. He got around a big trunk tree. He was able to hide. If a Trolloc would have came up, he would have been able to skirt around to the other side and hide on that. But the baby started crying. And not only that, obviously, the Trollocs are going to hear because they have good hearing like that. But somebody else just ran out from behind another tree, and they got. and it was right in front of where he was standing. So now he's a mark, and he's trying to run and make sure he still takes care of this baby. And just like we saw in that flashback with Rand, when he had to go save his friend's sisters, there's a sword that happens to be there at the last second, and the Trolloc is in the air leaping about to pounce. He grabs the sword,
he gets him,
and jabs him. And kudos to him, because I don't think it was even about him. He was just on instinct trying to protect this baby,
as he should.
And immediately,
like, where were you?
He hates that he did that, and I get it. But Grandmama, where the fuck did Grandma come from? Nobody was around him right there. She pulled an Arya and just jumped out of the ether.
Like, ma'am, seriously, where were you? Where? Were you in a log? Were you in a log? Because that's where you had to have been.
Like, you literally had to be hiding in the trunk of one of those trees, because no one was around him. And if y'all don't believe us, go back and watch that scene. The only person that was near him was the one that got before he had to start running.
Listen,
because the Trolloc saw him
just in time to be judgmental,
and just in time. And right. The look of judgment was very reminiscent of Rand of yesteryears.
I mean, Mom. I get it. I understand.
He drops the sword.
That's your
way. Because he's judging himself too. But what did you really expect him to do?
Exactly. I'm not about to let no baby die like that. Like, no.
Not at all. And that's the only thing was, if it was just him, he would have taken that ill. He would have taken that. But there's a little baby that needs his help. And I suspect that even more so, it was a baby from the Two Rivers. It wasn't one of theirs. So he absolutely is going to go out and try to do that. Illa, wait, who's Illa?
The lady.
Is that Grandmama?
Yeah. Listen, Rand was much better this season. Rand was much better this season. Season 1 Rand, I wanted to park a car on top of.
Season 1 and season 2 Rand, I wanted to kick in the face. Honestly, a little bit of season 3 Rand, I wanted to kick in the face.
Season 3 Rand was entertaining for me. I enjoyed all of it.
This has been, I will concede that this has been his most entertaining season for me.
Because season 1, he was so whiny. It was giving Iron Fist, and I don't have time for that.
Okay, but wait, I am very interested in the conversation. I mean, we can't do it tonight, but I am very interested in knowing why you think Grandmama Tinker is a dark friend. That is a plot twist I would never see.
I'd slap her ass if she was.
It's interesting.
You mean to tell me you don't want to hurt nobody?
But you over here being a dark friend?
I would lick my hand,
bitch,
and slap her.
I would make her get in the shower first, and then grab a belt and smack her.
I want you to smell.
Because fuck that. No, the hand. No, the hand is
because you deserve it.
That's not enough.
You're a trash for that if that's the case. No. I don't want them to serve nothing the way she over here talking about everybody
serve the dark without being dark friends. I mean, you know what? Exactly, because they won't fight. That's a whole group of people that the Dark One doesn't have to worry about contending against.
You lick your hand first because it makes it sting.
It's about the moisture.
It's about the moisture. Makes the pop. Yeah.
Which is why I said no. I would put her in the shower first.
Listen, yeah, I can't wait to get to episode 8. I wish I had time tonight.
Exactly. See, Helena. See, look. And I don't mean this as anything racist, but melanated people know that. That's all I'm saying.
Bruh. Like old school, you ever got a whooping when you got out of the bathtub or the shower?
Bro, that is a part of our lore. That's just how it be.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful. No, thank you.
And you know what? You're correct. But we're not going to talk about that here because that's for the next episode. But right now, this is pretty much it. You know, great grandson, grandma spied him doing the thing, and they're both hurt by it. But again, I feel like his spirit, in his inner spirits, he absolutely wanted to take up arms and fight for the lives of his people, and that's what he did. So
I'm glad he did, and I'm also glad that Egwene's mom, right? Had.
Yes, that's who I thought. Well, yeah, she walks up to him like, your people are good, like with the handiwork and stuff. Like y'all know how to mend pots and kettles and stuff. Because I have a feeling we gonna need a new blacksmith because I'm sure Perrin is about to go on some more side quests. We gonna need a new blacksmith. So like, if
they're hard to find,
need a job, Right.
They're
You know,
here.
and we could pay you. Okay. You know, we got a stipend already from the monthly village fund. You know, you sit here, you got a good place to stay,
And I
good
think that's
people
so
that will
cool.
absolutely love you down and hold you down when
I
you
hope
need
we
it.
see it again. Like I hope we get to see
I
them.
do too. I really want it, and even if it isn't this way in the books, but I would love if whatever side quest Perrin is going to go on, because these people of the Two Rivers are so important, you know, with the blood of Manetheren in them. I want him to be one of those random heroes that steps up when the time comes. I think he deserves it. I've liked him since he came into the story, and I would love to see some more growth for him. Peace out, JD. Yeah, and I get it. I know. Yes, and JD is a big fan of the Wheel of Time. There's two series that JD has always spoken to me about, and that is the Wheel of Time, and also Stormlight Archives.
I'm like, girl, wait.
And yeah. So those are two properties he very much cares about. So I get it. I get him and other book readers that are disappointed with the series, but I'm having a blast.
I love it. It's so
and
fun.
I like it. And we'll probably do some comparison and contrast once me and Lady D get through it. And I'm saying me and Lady D because I know Meeks is not going to do this anytime soon. She already is not sleeping. She has enough on her plate. Bruh. So yeah, there'll be some comparison videos at some point along the way. But yeah, I mean, I'm digging it. What we do see, he gets offered the blacksmith job, and then we cut to the crew standing in front of Loyal's things, and parents talking and whatnot. Like, he shouldn't have even been here. And of course, because the IU ladies are always on that shit. Death, life is a dream that we almost wake from. He left his books. You specifically had a conversation with him about recording your story. Parent, he left his books here because he knew he wasn't coming back. Yeah. Whatever happened, however that gate needed to close,
his story.
He knew.
He put his last bit of information in there, and he left it for them to fill out. And I was like,
to finish.
I don't believe this is butter.
Like, this is literally Frodo handing Sam the book, The Hobbit written by Bilbo, The Lord of the Rings written by Frodo, and now Sam gets to write the rest of whatever the next age of the story is. So I kind of dig that that's how he went out. If they find a way to spin a good resurrection for him, then I'm with that.
I don't think it's going to be a resurrection, but I've been hearing what people have been saying.
Like a rebirth?
It's been no
rebirth.
No.
That he's not,
because they said when he died, the horn blew. They heard a horn in the background for the hero of the horn, so he could be one of those people for the sacrifice he made.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I like that.
That's what I said too. I was like, hold on. I like it.
I like that a lot. Right. And Matt knows who Loyal is. So if a need comes around and he has to blow again,
feelings would be hurt if he blew the horn and saw Loyal because he knew he was
saw
dead.
him. He would want to have a conversation with him, but it makes sense. It does make sense.
But I'm just like, okay, I get it. I feel a little better, but I'm still mad and sad and mad.
Bro, this that Loki has me in a chokehold, y'all. How could you? I don't know who it was that said that initially. I did see it.
They said it was season 2, episode 1.
Yeah. At the round table talk that Leandra and Pat and all them was at.
I told you I keep all of my. Let me just see if I have this one. If I changed how I was recording at the time.
Like, okay, no, for real. Somebody, actually, Jackie, because I know we're connected on socials. Shoot me a message to remind me of this on Insta. Because I honestly, by the end of the week, I don't even know if I'm gonna have fucking Twitter on anything. So yeah, shoot me a message to remind me of this, please. Because this is like a subsection that y'all know me and Lady D always love the tinfoil and going into rabbit holes with tinfoil and thoughts and things. So we might do just a special stream to talk about that by itself, because that fascinates me. That would be such an interesting twist for the Tinkers, all this stuff that they preach.
No, there's definitely a Tinker at the table. There's definitely a Tinker at the table.
Oh shit!
Because that little girl was outside playing and she was dressed like the Tinkerers.
I was wondering whose kid she was, and they never told us. Yo, look, mind fucking blown. Oh yeah, I'm with that. I am with that. That is fucking exceptional. Look, that's the best random tinfoil Easter egg that I have heard for this series. But after the grandson does the thing, we lament, you know, the Aiel ladies, they give their Aiel blessing towards him because that was their homie. And Fail and Perrin also, you know, Fail didn't even have a problem with it because again, she knows that she's a soldier. She gets it. Not everybody makes it back home from the battlefield.
Oh, they're garbage. Side note, their faces are covered. That's why we didn't know who they were. Yeah,
right. The only thing we have identifying marks we have to go on is what that little girl saw under the table.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is fantastic. I love that theory. But yeah, after this, you know, again they say the prayer for Loyal, and it's done, and we have, you know, the compendium right there. I hope Perrin leaves it there and tasks someone with making copies. Because take a copy of that book to every main civilization right now.
I don't know. Because right now, I mean, you gotta think about it. They're about to be in the thick of it.
We'll see how that works.
They're about to be in the thick of it. Ain't about to be no traveling nowhere. Because everybody is all in shambles at the end of the season. So I don't even know if it's a possibility.
Oh, yeah, so. we gonna have to see. But our last thing is for this episode is we see Perrin, you know, the fucking idiot white cloak, you know, drunken white cloak. That's what I'm gonna start calling him, drunken white cloak son. He rolls up and says, "Well, you know, we made this deal. Even though when Perrin talked about the deal, you dickhead, you turned the deal down, but now you coming back now, you know, tail tucked between your legs. Hey,
you fulfill the deal because you were supposed to help."
You didn't help. You literally brought our enemy closer.
I saved everybody. The fuck?
You didn't do shit.
Like, I can't.
My people spilt blood on this shit. I don't give a fuck about who caught a little swipe of a sword in the act of this. You were the problem here. But Perrin, he's a man of honor.
Exactly. Like he's
a man of honor.
Was like, I'll go with them. Mm-hmm. And Battle Chicobo was like, not my man.
That is exactly what I was about to say. She was sitting there with the dagger ready, like you know, you call yourselves children, so I understand that you don't know how to count. There's more of us than there is you.
She's like, bitch, where I'm from,
if you want to. And Perrin's like, hey, baby boo, wait, hey, I did make a deal with the man. Okay, hold on.
No.
Like, let me just do this, and we'll see where it goes. We'll negotiate from there. And he walks off with the white cloaks, and that is where the episode ends.
Trash.
So we're in limbo until season 4
with Perrin.
But what are we rating? Can we rate by like crispy Dracarys Valdas?
Yes.
How many Dracarys Valdas are y'all giving this episode 7? And I will change the title because this is just episode 7, not 7 and 8.
I genuinely like this episode. It's one of my favorites, so I'm going to give it
100%.
A smooth 8. I'm going to give it a smooth 8. I enjoyed all of it. I enjoyed the action. I enjoyed seeing Perrin and the two rivers because I missed them in the last episode. Like, we have been bouncing back and forth, but not much has been happening in the two rivers. And this was a two rivers episode, so I'm good.
This was the reminder. And honestly, yeah, credit to the writers that thought to put this in little interjections with Moraine all through the season. And not just the season, but all through the series thus far, because we've gotten them little nuggets and drops of Manetheren. Remember that. And actually, I learned something very big about one of Matt's past lives, and that just made me so ecstatic for what we could possibly see later on. But yeah, in a Z formation. Come on. Absolutely. And again, I will not explain that reference. I know Helena know that reference. I know John know that reference. It's a few of y'all out there that might. I don't know.
It's hilarious.
And yes. Tinkerbell's fighting style is crazy, and I love it.
Prison Shiv. That's what it is. Prison Shiv. I'm just gonna.
It's like, I don't know if y'all ever seen Midnight Express, but it was about a kid, true story dramatization about a kid that tried to sneak like hash across the border to get back into the United States. He got caught and locked up in that country, and in the prison he was in, if you shanked anybody above the waist, then it could be considered attempted murder. But if you shanked them below the waist, it was just a random another year sentence tacked onto your thing. So everybody just get caught stabbed in the butt cheeks all the time because it was below their waist. What is your ratings,
ma'am?
I think I think it's going to be 8 across the board. Well, I give it an 8.25. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 8.25 because there were a few details that I cued in a lot for me, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I did too.
So that is what we got. Yeah, chat room. What are y'all scores? I only see a few in here.
I see
8 out of 10 crispy Valdas, 3 steps in a Z formation, 100%. I know exactly what that means. 10 out of 10 Drake Harris Valdas. Yes, indeed. A Z. Look, you know what we're talking about.
Everybody's hitting 8.
You know what? Men on film.
Okay. Jackie with a 6.
The Turkish Revenge. See, John, again, this is why we are fucking friends. I knew you would understand that reference. Butt cheek stabbing. It was, and it's actually a pretty decent movie. It's an interesting story. Got an 8. Okay. Show of love. Got a 9. Hey, girl. I don't know if I've seen your name before. Welcome. Jackie. Oh, a 6. Ooh. I am very interested in seeing what you think about the finale there.
Now she fights like a leprechaun.
I mean, look. I mean, have y'all seen the leprechaun? Well, part 1 and 2 only. Everything else after that was trash. Leprechaun was a jokester. He's one of those random entities that I really enjoyed hearing him talk shit to people. 9.5 from Denise Sam. Yeah, I don't think it's my favorite, but it is high up there. 8.5 Fiery Valdas, indeed. 8.5, 3 snaps and a circle. You got that. 5 out of 10 Dead Loyals. Oh, why? Oh,
sad.
I feel like Loyal is in the realms of Artax and Hodor for me. It will never be enough time. It's still too soon. Chantal, sis, you keep coming in at the end of the streams, bro.
Well, usually this wouldn't be the end, but it's
You're right. Technically, you're right.
Technically, we would just be switching to the next episode.
Yes, indeed. So come back tomorrow. We will be here and also on Heidi's channel as long as everything.
What time?
She usually starts around 8.
Okay, but I will late.
Okay, how late is how late?
I don't know. It depends on when the movie let out.
Oh yeah. I forgot she was going back. That's right.
One more time. People didn't see it. One more time. In case you didn't see it.
You didn't show it. Do y'all recognize that? Y'all know what that is? Sinners. And
I found merch. So.
And there is plenty merch to be had.
Oh, there's 4 shirts to be had. That's it.
Yes,
I wanted to make sure to get official merchandise. So,
right. So we will be talking with Sinners. It will probably be me, Meeks, Lady D, and Tanya and Nikki from Thousand Eyes and One talking about it. I'm very tempted to do a separate stream to where Heidi can come on and talk about the awesome costumes and the clothes in the period of time, because that is her expertise, and we always want to have the expert with us when we talk about those things. Yes, we will.
It's so good.
From Netherin. Indeed. She's gonna see it on Saturday. That's what's up.
All right, I gotta get out of here.
So yes, get out of here. Y'all know Meeks has all the things coming up. Just go follow her channel. Links are already down below. Come back and hang with us when we talking with our homie Heidi at CostumeCo tomorrow. And yeah, thank y'all for being here. It's been a blast. I thank you again, lurkers. We see y'all. Appreciate you. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Y'all be safe out there in these streets. Peace out.
I need to put some eye drops in.